Hey, good afternoon, Soul Family, and welcome to today's October Tarot Love Reading. Welcome to Love and Abundance Tarot. It's an exciting day today. It's Friday, October the 23rd. The time on my end right now is about 1:15 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's great to be here with you. It's great to be able to set everything up and provide a reading today. You know, I'm going to share for a few minutes here. So I call the readings that I do, I'm kind of getting back to showing up daily for these readings. I call them love readings, right? And they can be about romance and a relationship, you know, a connection in your life, but they don't have to be, right? This is about love. So, you know, what we do is we go and we pull the energies, you know, and the energies share a story, right? Many times this story is our story, right? To a T. And other times it may be a story that we have ahead of us, right? Or maybe something that we're just working our way out of. But inevitably, at the end of the day, we're all going to take and experience, right, the energies that we're seeing here in these readings. And so the direction, right, the direction that we go, why is it a love reading, right? Because this is about learning how to love, right? Learning how to love, learning a better way to be, right? And it's our guides that are teaching us a better way to be. So it's my hope, right, my intention that that's your takeaway from these readings. So as I was preparing today, what I had in mind initially was to use my Psychic Tarot deck and to, you know, just do a full reading. However, as I was shuffling the cards and getting ready, right, I kept feeling this strong energy that we should pull a card today from the Black Moon Astrology set. I love this deck of cards, and more than anything, I love the descriptions of the energies that are provided. They're so thorough and detailed, right? They just represent some very strong and specific energies. So today, I thought we'd do something a little different. I'm going to pull a Black Moon Astrology card to take us into today's reading. And then I want to read from the guidebook to us about this energy, because there's going to be a lot of information there. So it's going to show up as a very strong energy. And then I'm going to use my Psychic Tarot of the Heart deck. And I want to pull 3 energies from that deck, right, just to support, to provide some clarification on what we read about with the Black Moon Astrology energy. And then I have my Universal Tarot here to pull as some additional clarification. So when it's all said and done today, I'm not worried about time or anything. This may turn out to be a little bit of a lengthy reading, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a very thorough reading, right? And I hope that we're able to connect these energies in this reading with your energies. That's what I ask for my guides every time. So hopefully in some way we're going to be telling your story, maybe telling your story to a T. For others, it may be bits and parts of your story. So I'm grateful that you're here. I appreciate all of you tuning in for these daily readings. Let's get started. So let's begin with the Crystal Healing Bowl. You know, I changed the lighting a little bit here in the office. Lighting is big for me. I love ambiance. You know, it just sets a tone and it sets a mood. So you guys may have noticed, right? I don't use the cool white bulbs in here. It's not bright. I don't really like that warehouse look. I like the softer, calmer, warm lighting, right? So I go with the warm bulbs. And I put a couple of candles right here by where I record, so that we have a little bit of candlelight, so you guys are able to see the images on these cards a lot better now. So maybe you'll notice that, maybe you won't, but yeah, trying to create just a great, soothing, warm, and comfortable atmosphere here, right? It's just important to me. So anyways, let's tap the Crystal Healing Bowl and give it a chance to sing to us. Perfect time to remove ourselves from the outcome of the reading today. Inhale deeply, hold that breath. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. You want to hold that breath for about 3 seconds and then slowly blow it out. Just allow your energy, right, to calm down. You know, want to be able to just really calm your energy down before we step into the tarot reading and start pulling energies. So let's let the bowl sing to us. Okay, guys, that came through great on this end. So last week I did a couple of a couple of contests, where I gave away a couple of free 3-card tarot readings, and I was able to put together those readings and send them off this week. So I thought, with it being, today is Friday, I love Fridays, it's like Friday fun day. So let's have some fun. And I thought, I want to give away another 3-card tarot reading. And I was thinking about what do I want to ask. So I'm going to put it out there to you guys. So there's 2 questions, and I'm going the direction of like really being able to put out some incentive and reward so many of you that have been following me for so long now. So I'm kind of going to go back in time with this first question, and let me know, if you could, what the name of my daughter's dog is, right? The little white dog. So anybody who can tell me the name of the white dog, and also tell me the name of my grandson in the comments, whoever's the first person to come up with the correct answers, you're going to win another free 3-card tarot reading. So put it out there. Again, the name of my daughter, Emily, her dog, right? The little white dog that I used to have right here all the time, just love her. And then also the name of my grandson. Okay, so those are pieces of information I've shared quite a bit throughout my readings, but it's been quite a while since I've talked about my daughter's dog. So let's get started. We're going to pull this Black Moon Astrology energy, and then we're going to read from the guidebook and gain a better understanding of exactly what's happening circumstantially. What energies do our guides want us to be aware of, tuned into, taking us into the weekend? Okay, all right, well, we call it a love reading, right? So the energy that came to us from Black Moon Astrology comes to us as Venus, which represents the energy of love. I believe in terms of, I'm going to find out which house this represents. I believe it represents the 6th house of Gemini, but I'm not positive. But here we see the number 4 on this energy, representing stability, or feeling like you're on a firm foundation. So let's take a few minutes and let's read about this energy from the guidebook. Okay, so in terms of tarot energies, the energy that this is equivalent to comes to us as the Empress energy. Right? So we're dealing with Empress energy, talking about the divine feminine energy here. So let's read what the guidebook has to say to us. There's a quote to start with. War does not determine who is right, only who is left. The Mars card excuse me, I'm reading about the wrong energy here. Okay, back to Venus and love. So again, it's the Empress energy. Love is my religion, and I could die for that. I love that. Okay, the Venus card says to let love take care of it for now. Venus is the morning star and the brightest of the planets. It is the planet of beauty and balance, and is named after the goddess of love and romance, which is what the planet rules. In Scandinavian lands, the equivalent of a Roman goddess Venus was Freya. Among the Greeks, she was Aphrodite. Venereal disease is named for Venus. After all, she charms and seduces. She was once associated with Lucifer, who is not a demon, but an angel of light, who fell to the earth plane from the heavens. In reality, the part of the astrological chart Venus rules is where we want the good life, where we desire ease and comfort, sweets and kisses, where we want to see beautiful, be beautiful, and smell beautiful. Love all of this. Venus co-rules the sign of Libra and Taurus, but the energies function differently in these signs. In Libra, Venus works best in the fields of beauty, social balance, and romantic love, while in Taurus, Venus stands for creature comforts and accumulating fineries in life. In both signs, Venus is very partner-oriented. There is a great need to unite with another when the Venus card presents itself. This can bring on codependency and fears of going it alone. Both Libra and Taurus are signs best supported in some form of partnership, but it does not necessarily have to be romantic or marriage. Right? That's very true. I have both my Taurus moon and rising sign in Taurus. Venus is the lesser Neptune, love, romance, and the art, her domains. Yet she doesn't get lost in them and lose her practical side. In fact, Venus is the planet of fashion, luxuries, balance, symmetry, artistic ability, and sugary foods, and she prefers to overlook the ugliness of the world. That's me. Buying objects that are beautiful, unnecessary, or excessive may come into play when this card is drawn, so be careful of wasting funds on items just because you want them. You may feel compelled to buy something beyond your budget because you think it's beautiful, while you really don't need it. On the other hand, you may be attracting these very things on your way. I kind of feel like that may have been for some of you right there. Venus also rules money, especially money shared in a partnership or marriage, but this can be a business enterprise as well. Money worries should find resolution. Art, hair salons, restaurants, movies, concerts, dance recitals, craft shows, cosmetics, and fashion may figure in. You may be dealing with artists or people who work in the arts. You may discover a more creative and artistic side of yourself. Venus is the most humane and fair of the planets, so you may be asked or feel compelled to settle a dispute. Courts, law, and judgments may factor in. But more than this, the card indicates either a new love coming into your life or the improvement of a new start for an older love relationship. So when the Venus card presents itself in a reading, the first thing to focus on is romance and love, but after that, creativity and refinement. You can be assured you are found very attractive at the present time and may be the subject of some advances. If so, romance becomes playful, even childlike. It is time for full heart blessings. If a relationship begins, it will have more of a sense of contentment and happiness to it, unless the Saturn card comes up in the spread. And if so, the love will seem cold or restrictive. Venus is the planet of charmers, so you may want to pour on the charm in a situation. There is a tendency to become more socially engaging. At this time, people will generally be sweeter, more helpful, and amenable. It is a good period to smooth ruffled feathers or make peace with others. Using diplomacy will serve you momentously at this time. Okay, so here we are talking about love going into today's reading, specifically the planet of Venus, which is representing the energy of the planet of attraction and love. So what we're talking about today is we're talking about a relationship. It can be a romantic relationship. It may be, for some of you, a new relationship coming in. And for others, it may connect with every relationship that you're already in, right? So this is about strengthening that relationship. So now let's pull some tarot cards and let's see exactly what it is that we're maybe not seeing, right? What's in our blind spot right now. And let's see if we can pick up on any messages that may help us on our path, help us in order to bring this connection together. All right. So again, I'm going to use my Psychic Tarot of the Heart deck. We're just going to pull 3 energies here. Okay, we've got the first energy. Okay, we've got the second energy. Interesting. Okay, and now we've got the third energy. So let me share these energies with you guys that came out. So the first energy that came out comes to us as opportunity beckons. So this represents the energy of the 4 of Cups. Here we look at this figure. He's standing on a balcony, right? He looks like he's deep in thought, right? So I feel like this is representing your energy, right? Maybe deep in thought, right? Thinking about love, connection in your life, thinking about relationships. For some of you, you may be thinking about a specific relationship. And you may even be looking, right, towards astrology or tarot as you gain an understanding of this relationship, you know, to maybe be able to sort through your thoughts, to know of a direction. Because here he is kind of looking out at the planets and the stars in front of him. So here we see you following energy. The next energy that comes to us makes sense, the sacral chakra, right? So it could be a blockage here. This chakra represents the things that we want, right? Our wants, our desires. This is representing the chakra energy that's behind all creation, right? Whether that's giving birth, right? Or giving birth to new ideas, right? New creative ideas. But again, connected to the energy that's about your wants, your desires. And I feel like this is what you're on the balcony thinking about right now. What is it that you truly want? What is it that you want to manifest? And the next energy coming in for us comes as the Seven of Swords, which is seeking the truth, right? So you're wanting to seek the truth, to part open these curtains, see what's behind the curtains. This is exactly what you're thinking about standing here on the balcony, right? You're looking for some form of truth, right? Some guidance, some direction. All right, let's get some clarification now. I'm going to use my Universal Tarot for the clarifiers on this reading. First energy I want to get some clarification on is opportunity beckons. Tell us about opportunity beckons, please. All right, tell us more about opportunity beckons. Okay, so here we have several energies that showed up, right? They came out in two, so I'm going to read them together in pairs. So these are the first energies that came out, and this is where we're getting the clarification, right? What are you deep in thought about? Why exactly are you deep in thought? What are you thinking about? So here we have the Moon card, which represents the energy of Pisces coming into us, right? So this is representing the energy of the things that are unseen, right? Not being able to see things, not being able to see as much as you want to be able to see, because you're operating with the light of the moon as opposed to the light of the sun. And this is exactly what I feel like you're seeking the truth on, right? You're wanting to know what you're unable to see with this energy. And the energy that's attached to this comes to us as the Seven of Cups, right? Which represents the energy of having a lot of choices. You know, so, and these will represent the different choices for many of you that you may be considering and thinking about that's connected to this energy. So the next two energies that we have coming in for us to clarify are the Three of Cups, and attached to it is the Eight of Cups. So the Three of Cups represents the energy of friendships. All right, so here we see three women, right? They're celebrating, having a great time. They're all holding up their cups. And here we see the Eight of Cups. We see this figure. He's turned his back and he's walking away from these 8 cups. Those 8 cups represent emotions, feelings, right? Limiting emotions and feelings. Cups that just aren't serving him, and that's exactly why he's walking away. Notice, right? Here we have the full moon, right? So he's operating with the moonlight. Let me get another, let me pull another clarification. Let me get a clarification on the Three of Cups. Tell us more about the Three of Cups. Tell us more about the Three of Cups, please. Tell us more about the Three of Cups. Okay, so the energy that came out for us comes to us as the Knight of Pentacles. So earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So here's this knight coming in on his horse. Knight energy show up. This knight is in motion. He's wanting to come in. He's wanting to bring this pentacle to you. So I feel like, you know, it's the slowest moving knight, but the most reliable knight. And a lot of times I feel like this knight so slow moving is because he's on a destined path, right? He's on a destined journey. That's what makes him so slow, but also on the same token, that's what makes him so reliable. So what it's representing for you guys is whatever this connection is, right, that you're wanting to manifest, to bring into your life. And it may already be there, but not at the energy that you're seeking, right? Not at the higher vibration. I feel like that's what you're doing, right? You're wanting to come together in union, come in together at a very high vibration. You know, and for many of you, you're being reminded at the end of the day, right, of the friendship, the connection that you share with this other person, right? Whether it's romantic love or not, you're being reminded, right, that it's a solid friendship. It's a friendship that serves you well. You know, and if we can just keep our energies focused on you know, the friendship energy, which is all about love and connection, a lot of times it can alleviate some of the pressure that we put on ourselves and expectations of wanting more. All right, let's ask about the sacral chakra. Tell us about the sacral chakra, please. Okay, so coming in, clarifying the sacral chakra, this is what it looks like. The number 2, right? So we're talking about a relationship here. And again, it's representing the energy of the things that we want in life. Here we have the Wheel of Fortune coming in, right? So this is representing changes, right? Changes coming in from this wheel that are attached to the sacral chakra. So these changes are attached to the changes that you want, right? That you're desiring to bring into your life. We've got 2 more clarifiers that came out here. Here we have the Hierophant energy. So it represents the energy of Taurus. You may be a Taurus or connected to a Taurus. But this is about a higher level of love, right? A higher truth. It's about honesty, integrity, an enlightened, inspired understanding. This is what you're wanting, what you're seeking, right? Part of the change is coming in. And the energy, beautiful energy attached to this, another major arcana, is the Sun card, representing the energy of Leo, right? You may be a Leo or connected to a Leo. But look at this child, right? He is free. So he's feeling vulnerable, right? Feeling liberated. He's not feeling like, you know, confused, right? Deep in thought. This is you receiving those things that you want, and the energy that's attached to it is the sun shining on you, right? So when these changes come in for you, right, what it's gonna bring you is gonna make you feel young again, right? It's gonna make you feel light. It's gonna make you feel hopeful, feel bright. The sun is shining on you, right? Here the sun is shining, and here earlier in your reading, right, when you're on the balcony, deep in thought, because there's things that you're unable to see or feel connected to at this time. But here, all things are known, right? So again, connected to the changes that are coming in for you. Let's pull one more clarifier. Tell us more about the sacral chakra, please. All right, well, that was some spillage right there. Too many energies. All right. Tell us a little more about the sacral chakra, please. Tell us a little bit more about these wants, these changes connected to this sacral chakra. Okay, so interesting. We got 2 energies that came out. Both of them are 9s, right? 9's a powerful number. So here he is, right? 9 of Swords. He's sleepless, right? So it's representing the energy of fear. Whatever he's fearful of, right? He could be fearful of the things that are unknown to him. But it's an elevated sense of fear, so it could be affecting you sleeping at night. And so the energy that's connected to this fear, right? Why is the 9 of Swords showing up? We have the 9 of Wands, which is looking at the big picture, right? Looking at the long term. So looking at the long term in this circumstance with this relationship, it's bringing you, right? There's some confusion there, right? We're seeking the truth. Or things that we're unable to feel connected to, that we're unable to see, that we feel like are important for us to see, that have everything to do with the long term, the longevity of this relationship, and that's what's causing you stress. I feel like opening up your sacral chakra, right, will be a great thing for you. Let's take just a moment and read out loud about how we go about opening up the sacral chakra. So again, it's representing the energy of our wants, our desires, right? A blockage here on this chakra, known as the sacral chakra. The second chakra is located 2 fingers below your navel and relates to emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. To activate the chakra, visualize a glowing orange ball of energy in your belly area. See it spinning and sparkling. Feel joy as it grows larger, and send orange sparks out to the universe. By energizing the sacral chakra, you attract creativity, joy, passion, and love into your life. Okay, so there's a great exercise that teaches us about how to go about opening up this sacral chakra, right? Which is connected to our wants, our needs, our desires, right? And that could be what's for some of you maybe holding up the progress in this relationship, is because the sacral chakra could be blocked. So if you're feeling that, right, run through that visualization exercise and open up your chakra. Let's ask about Seek the Truth now. Tell us a little bit more about Seek the Truth. What is it that we're trying to see behind the curtain? Make sure all my cards are still in order here. Tell us more about Seek the Truth. What's behind the curtain? Tell us more about Seek the Truth, please. Okay, so we have 4 energies that came out for us here to clarify this. I'm going to read the first 2 together. So the first energy we have comes to us as the 2 of Pentacles, right? So looking at the past, the water's rough, right? Here he's standing on solid ground. And here he is balancing these pentacles. So it's representing the energy of balance, right? So coming up on Seek the Truth, I feel like, whatever this is that's somewhat hidden, it's causing you to feel somewhat out of balance, right? Or maybe causing you to feel like the relationship, the connection that you share together is somewhat out of balance, right? And we're wanting to see what's behind the curtain. So we have the High Priestess energy coming in, right? To remind us of our intuition, right? Trust your intuition, because at the end of the day, right, not all things in life are known, right? Sometimes this moon card just exists, and we have to adapt to it. We have to adapt to the idea that maybe we're not going to see and understand everything. And many times we need to rely upon our intuition, following our own little inner instinct, our inner compass and guide. So the next 2 energies that are coming to us come to us as the 3 of Swords, and attached to it we have the Lover's card. Right, so this was our Black Moon astrology. Well, no, it wasn't, because we had the Empress. Right, so here we see a connection. So this is about a relationship. 3 of Swords represents the energy of heartbreak, of sadness, of grief. So what I'm feeling here is that, some of you may be apart right now. You may have had an argument, a disagreement, a difference of opinion or something. So there could have been something that took place, right? This bringing up this 3 of Swords. Or maybe you're apart. And I feel like that will be the case for many of you, because of everything that's happening in the world right now with coronavirus and quarantine and such. We have limitations sometimes and restrictions on our movement and our traveling. So that could be what this energy is about for some of you. Maybe you're feeling some sadness and some grief because this connection for some hasn't come together yet. The 2 of you may be apart. Because notice, right, here they are naked, so you feel comfortable around each other. It's a soulmate kind of energy here. You're both feeling very vulnerable in this relationship, but notice they're apart and not together. And I feel like that's what's connected to this 3 of Swords. I feel like that's what's being shared here. Let's pull one more energy. Tell us more about Seek the Truth, please. Okay, so next energy coming in for us comes to us as the 3 of Pentacles. So this is looking at this figure. He's working, right? And he's working in front of these 2 people. These people may be inspecting his work. He may be showing them exactly what he's constructing, what he's building. But here he is receiving some guidance, right? Some instruction, some direction. So the 3 of Pentacles coming up on Seek the Truth. I feel like, for some of you, this may represent the energy of the two of you maybe working together in some way, right? Maybe you're co-workers. Maybe you're learning from one another. And for others, this may represent the energy, right, of going out and maybe seeking some advice, right? Seeking some wise advice. I say wise advice because we had the Hierophant energy come out earlier, Taurus energy. So seeking that higher level of understanding and enlightenment. So some of you may be receiving this, right, from people in your life that are close to you, mentors, teachers of yours, spiritual teachers. Okay. All right, guys, I think I'm done with today's tarot love reading. Thank you so much for participating. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for the beautiful comments, the likes, subscribes, and shares. Yeah, you guys inspire me. I say that all the time, but you do. I love getting on the computer, responding back to the comments, and reading just the kind things that you guys have to say. It really motivates me, so I appreciate that. So thank you all for all the love and the support that you provide. It's because of you guys that this channel is possible. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to show up for you like this. Okay, we're moving into the weekend. I hope you all go out and have an amazing weekend this weekend. Thanks again. Have a great day.